All in all, it hadn't been a good day. Bad traffic, a malfunctioning computer, incompetent coworkers, and a sore back all made me a seething cauldron of rage. But more importantly for this story, it had been over 48 hours since I had last taken a dump. I had tried to jumpstart the process, beginning my day with a bowl of bowel-cleansing fiber cereal, following it up with 6 cups of coffee at work, and adding a bean-laden lunch at Taco Bell. As I was returning from work, my insides let me know, with subtle rumbles and the emission of the occasional tiny fart, that big things would be happening soon. Alas, I had to stop at the mall to pick up an order for my fiancée. I completed this task, and as I was walking past the stores on my way back to the car, I noticed a large sale sign proclaiming, "Everything must go." This was prophetic, for my colon informed me with a sudden violent cramp and a wet, squeaky fart that everything was indeed about to go. I hurried to the mall bathrooms. I surveyed the 5 stalls, which I have numbered 0 through 4. I write a lot of software, for your convenience. 0. Occupied. Number 1. Clean, but bathroom protocol forbids its use as it's next to the occupied one. Number 2. Poo on seat. Number 3. Poo and toilet paper in bowl. Unidentifiable liquid splattered on seat. Number 4. No toilet paper, no stall door. Unidentifiable sticky object near base of toilet. Clearly, it had to be stall 1. I trudged back, entered, dropped trowel, and sat down. I'm normally a fairly shameful shitter. I wasn't happy about being next to the occupied stall, but big things were afoot. I was just getting ready to bear down, when all of a sudden the sweet sounds of Beethoven came from next door, followed by a fumbling, and then the sound of a voice answering the ringing phone. As usual, for a cell phone conversation, the voice was exactly 8 decibels louder than it needed to be. Out of shameful habit, my sphincter slammed shut. The inane conversation went on and on. Mr. Shitter was blathering to Mrs. Shitter about the shitty day he had. I sat there, cramping and miserable, waiting for him to finish. As the loud conversation dragged on, I became angrier and angrier, thinking that I, too, had a crappy day. But I was too polite to yak about in public. My bowels let me know in no uncertain terms that if I didn't get cramping soon, my day would be getting even crappier. Finally, my anger reached a point that overcame shamefulness. I no longer cared. I, gripping the toilet paper holder with one hand, braced my other hand against the side of the stall, and pushed with all my might. I was rewarded with a fart of colossal magnitude, a cross between the sound of someone ripping a very wet bedsheet in half and of plywood being torn off a wall. The sound gradually transitioned into a heavy modulated low RPM tone, not unlike someone firing up a Harley. I managed to hit the resonance frequency of the stall, and it shook gently. Once my ass cheeks stopped flapping in the breeze, 3 things became apparent. 1. The next door conversation had ceased. 2. My colon's continued seizing indicated that there was more to come. And 3. The bathroom was now beset by a horrible, eldritch stench. It was as if a gateway to hell had opened. The foul miasma quickly made its way underneath the stall and began choking my poop mate. This initial herald fart had ended his conversation mid-sentence.
"Oh my god."
I heard him utter, following it with suppressed sounds of choking, and then,
"No, baby, that wasn't... You could hear that."
Now there was no stopping me. I pushed for all I was worth. I could swear that in the resulting cacophony of rips, squirts, splashes, poots, and blast, I was actually lifted slightly off the pot. The amount of stuff in me was incredible. It sprayed against the bowl with tremendous force. Later, in surveying the damage, I'd see that liquid poop had actually managed to ricochet out of the bowl and run down the side onto the floor. But for now, all I could do was hang on for the ride. Next door, I could hear him fumbling with the paper dispenser as he desperately tried to finish his task. Little snatches of conversation made themselves heard over my anal symphony.
You gotta go. The horrible throw up in my mouth. Not make it. Tell the kid. Love it. Oh, God.
Followed by more sounds of suppressed gagging and retching. Alas, it is evidently difficult to hold one's phone and wipe one's bum at the same time. Just as my high-pressure abuse of the toilet was winding down, I heard a plop and a splash from next door, followed by a string of swear words and gags. My poop mate had dropped his phone into the toilet. There was a lull in my production, and the restroom became deathly quiet. I could envision him standing there, wondering what to do. A final anal announcement came trumpeting from my behind, small chunks plopping noisily into the water. That must have been the last straw. I heard a flush, a fumbling with the lock, and then the stall door was thrown open. I heard him running out of the bathroom, slamming the door behind him. After a considerable amount of paperwork, I got up and surveyed the damage. I felt bad for the janitor who'd be forced to deal with this, but I knew that flushing was not an option. No toilet in the world could handle that unholy mess. Flushing would only lead to a floor flooded with filth. As I left, I glanced in the next door stall. Nothing remained in the bowl. He had flushed his phone, or he had picked it out, and left the bathroom with nasty unwashed hands. The world will never know. I exited the bathroom, momentarily proud and shameless, looking around for a face glaring at me, but I saw no one. I suspect that somehow my supernatural elimination had managed to transfer my shamefulness to my anonymous poop mate. I think it'll be a long time before he can bring himself to poop in public, and I doubt he'll ever again answer his phone in the loo. And this, my friends, is why you should never talk on your phone in the bathroom.